Well, welcome guys. We're doing comparison of Heroes of Might and Magic Olden Era Temple, Olden Era Temple, Heroes of Might and Magic 3. The Castle, I think it's called, the Human Castle, aka Temple is also Human Castle, and Olden Era Temple being revamped, redone, and remastered. So we have 3 comparisons today, and I wanted to do to put some other games also into it, but it seems it's kinda hard to show you guys some real gameplay of the other castles from other places, from other games. So we're gonna do a small trick. So as you can see, yeah, the music is from Heroes of Might and Magic 3, obviously, but this is how the temple, this is like showing the upgrades. This is how the temple looked at the beginning. Very mobile, very JRPG-like, very not Heroes of Might and Magic. I appreciate like the people moving, you have horses running around here, but yeah, that was the castle's appearance compared to this. The golden standard, obviously it is what they could have done with the castles in Heroes 3, but I would say it's pretty perfect. Yes, there's kind of a strange way how the frick to go into the castle through here. There's not really a bridge or anything. I think before putting the temple, the monastery, there wasn't anything behind it, as far as I know. So, and this waterfall that goes into nowhere, kind of small strange stuff. Those mountains that are just cut off here, and you should assume they're in the water. Otherwise, it's great. It looks amazing for what it is, like every Heroes of Might and Magic 3 castle. It looks like I'm nitpicking, but I just want you to show guys that there were limits when Heroes of Might and Magic 3 has been created. Okay, we're gonna have some voiceover here. This is straight from their channel, from Unfrozen Official. They have removed the first iteration of this castle, which is very sus. I don't like it. You should keep it to show people the changes you have done. Otherwise, it looks like you're trying to hide stuff, and I do not like it. I do not like that kind of behavior. It seems very untrustworthy.
I've heard all of your feedback about Temple's visual.
But here, they're like trying to show that they heard all your complaints about the visual and stuff.
Many of you voiced that it should be closer.
It's the job they did is good. You'll see the difference soon-ish. But kind of, I don't know how to feel about them removing the older video with the first castle. Maybe I didn't find it, but I was looking through everyone and I didn't see it. I don't know.
To the classic look from the previous games. And so the team at Unfrozen brought a lot of improvements to it.
Sure.
Visuals were improved, as well as quality of all buildings.
You still have the same buildings. You had this building before, this one, and this one, but they looked completely different. Also, the horse arena or whatever is here. This building, this building. You can see like the building, there's a lot of buildings that are the same, but they look better here. I wish they changed the buildings, but it looks much better than the first iteration. So yeah, this is the building, the tower we had, then this, that. This is probably the angel building, and this flying thing, which is kind of shining on the new one. Again, tower, this whatever thing is, this thing. This tower, was it the thing? Oh yeah, here it is. And this is probably a soldier-esque building. You have this one. It looks completely different here. But here it is on this side. And you can see like they also did fog effects, lighting effects. It really adds up a lot. Most of the buildings have like that brownish roof instead of the blue one. Instead of the blue one that you have a lot of here. Especially at the beginning, there's a lot of blue buildings. It looks very Greek, but usually the humans in Heroes of Might and Magic are like medieval European, I would say. German, England, Saxon kind of style. And it does give more of this vibe, because you have like the same brownish roofs here. Yeah, you have some other color, and like the castle is also like on the same side up here in the corner. They really tried like to mimic this a little bit more.
The devs have also added
I like
a lot
that there's
of city
like
life to the town screen,
carts,
such as merchant convoys,
crates,
wandering
those things with
villagers,
horses,
or angels in the sky.
sheep moving
The
around.
adventure model has also received
You say angels in the sky, but I see only
an
birds.
update, making the town
I
look
wonder what this is. Is this like the Grail?
more like a
'Cause
fortified castle.
That's kind of a meh Grail if it is.
The Unfrozen team has also heard your feedback regarding the angels and their look. They have been redesigned to have a more classical look.
Yeah, so previously they had like the Diablo kind of angels with like strings behind them. One of them was like an archer.
Given a brand new weapon.
They have a spear now, and they look more like Angels of Heroes 5. I like more the Angels of Heroes 3, like the Bible-esque looking ones. But also the demons are not demons in this one, so I guess
Team has also
that's what we
made sure
get.
they are more
And out of all three of them, I only like the regular one. Those ones still look kind of JRPG fantasy to me.
lore accurate.
Also, they made them larger, longer. Previously, they were like almost the same height as the regular enemies. And here we go with the hive. Remember I said most of them look the same? What's the difference here? What? I'm quite sure this is the same one, but different like evolutions. Or maybe not. I don't know. But it kind of sucks anyway. I don't like this. They look the same. Oh. You have other heroes here. This is instead of the monks. I like the monks more, but this will do, I guess. More like a paladin. Then you have the cavalry and swordsmen.
Out with the pony, in with the warhorse. The temple
All right,
mount has
yeah.
been remodeled to
People-
be sturdy.
People said like the horses looked, because you didn't have any, again, they were still working on the game, that you didn't have a lot of lighting, but they also made the horse a little bit slimmer, so it looks less like a pony like here. It looks more like a normal horse.
And higher quality.
You can see it here. Yeah, you have like armor on the horse and stuff. But I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt and saying that this may be just a work in progress. Yeah.
It has now also been provided with armor.
And look at the difference of the castle on the map. Yeah, this is under a cloud right now. It shouldn't be this dark. But there's a huge difference. This looks like a fortified castle, like something that you can hide behind and defend your castle and like survive a siege on. This one seems like it seems like a temple, and they were going for a temple, but I feel like you still need some kind of a defense
to protect it in combat.
They should have showed the same place, but without like the same castle, the same movement and everything, but catch it when you don't have a cloud above. I guess they're trying to show you that they added clouds and everything. I would, if there's an option to remove the clouds or make them barely visible, I would have probably done that in my game, or I'll do that in my game if it's a possibility.
Their most important goals.
Okay.
Players will have the choice between multiple.
Here they're showing you like, hey, this is the default look of the game. Oh, here we go. The clouds are moving. We'll have a bigger picture, better visibility of the castle. This is the default look. How everything is not very vibrant. Besides this bug area,
players will have the choice between multiple color profiles
muted,
that best suit their preferences.
Which is a little bit more muted.
Profile that's
contrasty. Contrasty is kind of cool. I like that it's more darker here, but default. Contrasty. Huh. Okay.
Players greatly with visibility of units and objects.
Dark. Too much. It's kind of grayish already. Saturated, for sure not. I would go either for default or contrast.
3 options to better highlight
or if there's something in between.
Map. A toggle.
No outlines. Okay, no outlines on anything.
To keep outlines permanently on for all adventure map objects.
Outline for all objects.
A toggle to keep
okay, no outlines.
Permanently on for all adventure map
outline
objects.
for all objects. I can barely see a difference. There's like a slight difference.
To keep outlines permanently on for all
okay, now highlighted objects. Now you can see a difference, but it looks like a bug or something in the game.
Interactable adventure map objects. A hotkey to highlight all interactable objects.
Okay, with a hotkey it's good.
To profiles, units can now be highlighted in battle.
Yeah, so she was smaller before. The vampires were shorter. There are some differences, but not a lot.
For much better.
Hopefully they're quiet right now because they're reworking a lot of stuff and not just cranking it up and trying to release the game in time.
Visibility. In combat, team colors between players are shown as.
Don't you have like the text with numbers of how many of the units you have? Can't you just do that in colors a little bit more muted than this?
Special plates underneath the units. Battle
or make it more
has
muted.
Also received multiple improvements to make it easier to read.
This is fine.
The focus charges bar.
I like that you're going back to hexagons.
It's easier to understand, and combat log is in.
Also, I know that we didn't go through the units, but we're gonna go through them, don't you worry. Okay, I can see those are the new angels, those are the previous ones. And you can see a little bit of griffins here. I'm trying to find the units. They're completely erased. What the frick? 3 hours later. This is the only picture I've got. So this is the freaking thing in the sky, Magic War Engine, whatever the frick that is. Divine, what the heck is that? Yeah, that's how the angels looked before. Swordsman, Knight. This is probably the Zealot slash whatever. War Priest and Spellcasters. Okay, you have both. Crossbowmen. Kind of strange that there's no like pikemen, halberdiers. But this is like the best I can get here, guys. This is the best I can get here. They're like, they erased that also from the freaking internet, unfortunately. I still don't get it. You should show people the amount of work you did and that you are hearing them and that you have done the work, like what they did with Sonic in the movies. I don't believe they hid the previous one. It was kind of easy to find anyway. Maybe not the trailer, but you could like at least find pictures of him everywhere. Here, I cannot find anything. Okay, you have this. This is just Heroes 5. Oh, Heroes 5 comparison. Okay, to different. Alright. Alright. Alright, guys, I'm gonna go with you fast-ish through the castles. And then I'm gonna leave you with them and their musics for a little bit longer so you can enjoy or not enjoy the evolution of the castle. I have to say, besides the remake of Olden Era from Heroes 5, it kind of goes down. Yeah. Heroes 4 was kind of a dip, but yeah, Heroes 1 kind of great. You have your magic tower. If you build it all the way up, it kind of messes with the view of the castle itself, but it serves its function. Heroes 1 was very limited. It looks great for what it can be. Heroes 2 already a little bit better. You have more fancier stuff here and a little bit of a spread between the buildings, a little bit more 3D-esque looking. Then Heroes 3, the golden standard. Sorry for some of the pictures not being in a very good quality, but gotta work with what we have. And after that, Heroes 4. I'm barely familiar with that, but all of the Heroes 4 were like on those 3 steps. You have the castle here in the corner. I don't like the look of Heroes 4. I just don't like it. I had a friend that played Heroes 4 a lot, but I preferred Heroes 3. I stuck with Heroes 3. Then there's Heroes 5, which is a great look. I really like it. It's not the final form because you have like an angel up here on the tower, and it looks great. Also, this is the first game that you can, if you kind of leave it like that, your castle kind of starts, your camera starts spinning around the castle and it shows like a 360 view of the castle, and it looks great. And then you have whatever the frick this is, Heroes 6. Heroes 5, this is the Grail, I think, or better than 6. I have to say, this is very flat looking, but yeah, and this is what they wanted to do, and here we are. I feel like in terms of Ubisoft, this is their best one. This is like when Ubisoft started working on the games, they gave it like to a different company. I don't count it as a Ubisoft game because they had more freedom, I feel like, because there were not a lot of expectations, or were they? I don't know, but here they kind of started to do their stupid formula and wanted to do a JRPG here, but we kind of changed. Looks a lot better. Let's end it here. What do you guys think about the Tample, aka the castle, aka the human faction? I feel like there's a promise here. Hopefully, again, that the developers are kind of quiet right now, and because they're working on the game. I saw people play the game. I saw videos of people playing it, mostly in Russian, but people are playing the game. Okay, I just checked. There's no early access available yet for me. So, I don't know. Maybe devs, maybe people that have some kind of a special access. But yeah, this is it. I'll still have 2 more castles to go through. So, if you like those videos, please continue giving your feedback and likes and stuff like that. This one probably is a little bit longer because we looked through more stuff, but I want to see how this works. Do you want to see more of a comparison? Not just a comparison with the Heroes 3? And also, do you like the remake that they did, the new facelift they did to the castle? Anywho, I'll leave you with the castles, and have a good day. Don't forget to subscribe. Arrivederci.